Well, hello fellas. So we're back to MSQ in Garlemald, continuing on where we left off. Yeah, in the process I kinda brought my dancer nearly up to the same level as Reaper and Sage. But we're doing it with a Reaper. So let's go on, shall we? Emanuelaine. Emanuelaine is, as usual, milling about aimlessly. Tracks in the snow. Hello, chums. Been given something to do, have you? As it happens, I too have been ordered to make myself useful. Sounds like a rather tall order. That is formality. Since you ask, we're going to scour the Eblum Rime for survivors. What? Wander around ice fields on the off chance you'll find someone? It'd take forever to finish the job without the benefit of my expertise, or more specifically, my telescope. Come friends, I know just the spot to begin our search. Alright. I'll probably regret this, but we may as well humor him. We may. We can, I guess. I guess we can humor Emanuelaine. Oh yeah, and off stream I also went and grabbed the move speed bonus, the mount move speed bonus for Garlemald, Labyrinthos, and Tavner. I'm surprised by how many wild beasts there are roaming about the place. Perhaps now that the soldiers have gone, they're free to wander and forage as they please. Maybe. The few buildings I can see don't appear to be residences. They may still warrant investigation though. I spy with my little telescope a massive ship thing? Or maybe it's a cow? Not what we're after either way. Is that an aether current? Ah no, just a wind sprite. Other than that, it's all snow, snow, snow. But lo, what do I see over yon yellock? What do you see? There's no mistaking it. That's a girl! Of course you wouldn't mistake that. A survivor? Show me! Over there, behind that tree. It looks like she's running away from something. Though surely not us. She wouldn't even know we're here unless she had a telescope like mine. All I can tell is that she's wearing a pale green dress. A rather fetching one at that. She'll be long gone by the time we get anywhere near, but we should be able to follow her footprints. I'll let Lucia know where you're heading. Oh, and take these warming tinctures with you. Just so you can stay hot. The poor girl must be chilled to the bone, if not on the verge of freezing to death. That's actually very thoughtful. Thank you. But don't you need some for yourself? No, I'll be fine. As a man of chivalry, my honor demands I do no less. And lest we forget, the very reason we are here is to protect those in need. And now go, and Godspeed. Yeah, you're actually being useful, Emanuelaine. How strange. Why are you still here? If you dally any longer, you'll miss your chance to play the hero. That's fine. I do plenty of heroic stuff to care about that. Footprints in the snow. Let's see where they go. Trail of fresh footprints lead east. East we go. These footprints appear to be the same as those you saw previously, as they lead towards the building. According to the label here, this place was used by those involved with extracting ceruleum. We're getting closer, I'm sure of it. At first we thought she'd gone inside the building, but the door doesn't look to have been opened in some time. She might still be nearby, so we'll keep looking around here. Then again, it's also possible that she ran past this place. Would you mind searching up ahead? Alright. Ah, such as a thematic mount. Oh, someone else is here. Ah, there she is. The girl in the green dress anxiously surveys her surroundings. Were you to call out to her from this distance, it might attract wild beasts to your location. It would be safer to get closer first, but you must do so without drawing her attention. Yeah, that's not suspicious. Follow the girl from a safe distance. The objective will end in failure if you are noticed. Make use of cover such as rocks to approach her without being seen. Yeah. So we just need to go after her, yes? I suppose I can use those rocks for cover. Yeah. They're strategically placed here for some reason, right? So far so good, she says. Now we gotta go after her, I think. I would assume. Guess we'll have to use a tree to hide at some point. Alright. Yeah, don't mind the fat chocobo. Hide, chocobo. Hide. Is someone there? Yeah, don't mind this chocobo right here. I must be imagining things. Yeah, you're just imagining things. Go on. I need to run after her. Suppose I need to hide behind this rock, since it's strategically placed here. Better catch my breath. Of course. If those beasts spot me, I'm done for. I wonder which beasts she mentions. Are the beasts... Does she mean actual beasts, or does she mean us? Okay. We have a tree over here. I hope my luck holds. Yeah, don't mind the conspicuous chocobo. Got to keep going, they're all depending on me. Just a little further. This is it, the final spurt. Let's sprint over here. We can sprint over here. Seems like she won't be turning around again. Okay, seems like we managed to do it. Hello. Don't mind me stalking you all the way up here. Phew, still in one piece. Hi. Yeah, not suspicious at all. Who are you? Step back. This house is packed with explosives. Take another step and I'll blow this place sky high. Please, we just want to talk. Oh, and now the twins appear out of nowhere. I'm Alphinaud. This is my sister, Alize, and our good friend, Defia. We have no intention of hurting or taking anything from you or anyone else. I give you my word. We and our comrades have come to provide aid to the people of Garlemald. Aid? You savages are the ones responsible for all of this. You did this to us. We didn't, I promise you. One of the reasons we came was to find out what happened here, in fact. The Telophoroi are the ones to blame. They are the ones who laid waste to Garlemald, and they won't stop until they've destroyed the entire world. They're the enemy. Our enemy. On our way, we encountered Imperial soldiers who had been made their thralls. Those poor souls are now in our care, and we are striving to cure them of their affliction. You're the first person we've met who hasn't already enslaved. How are you able to escape the Telophoroi's influence? Are there any others like you? I'm sorry, I don't mean to overwhelm you. Let's start with introductions. Can you tell me your name? My name's Licinia. As for how I've managed to stay sane, I've been asking myself the same question. Ever since that night, and the roar, that terrible roar, and then the screams. I was screaming too, I think. I'm not sure, I can't remember. Then came the silence. Everything was still. It was like waking up from a nightmare. I thought that maybe the fighting had stopped, so I stepped outside. If your hells are real, I saw one that day. I ran, past friends, people I had known all my life, eyes vacant, dead, staring at the sky. Others were mad and violent. I saw them struggle with soldiers, but didn't stay to watch. I fled as far as my legs would take me. Do you have any family here? Is this their home? No, this is Victor's spoils. A mansion for retired soldiers. Or it was. But now, me and my... me and a few others are, borrowing it. As for the explosives, I was making that up. I just wanted to keep everyone else safe and I didn't know if you were... The truth is, our supplies are running low. You said you're here to help. Can you? Of course, whatever assistance we can provide, we will. Thank you. I'd better tell the others first, though. Wait here. Hello. This is everyone. Licinia says that you can be trusted, but these are desperate times. We'd be fools to let foreign troops into our home. Having said that, were you to provide us with means of heating the place, as a sign of goodwill, perhaps we could take you at your word. If that's too much to ask, then leave us be. Time to put my firewood gathering skills to use. Throwback to Evan's word. Could you provide the spark with a little magic, Alizai? We'll have a fire burning in no time. Maybe build it under that gazebo. The what? Oh, you mean the bower? Yes, yes, do as you will. Hmm. Yeah, not at all suspicious. Not at all suspicious. Okay, so tracks in the snow is done. Panam, panam, pam, pam, pam. Licinia's inner turmoil is writ plain on her face. How the mighty are fallen. Hmm. Sorry, I'm still finding it hard to come to terms with all that's happened. Now that you're here though, I'm hoping things might change for the better. You know, I've worked up quite a sweat from all that running about, so I'll leave space around the fire for the others. As you can tell, they're in a far worse state than me. We were planning to look for somewhere warmer, or with more food, but they're not going anywhere until we nurse them back to health, which I don't know how to do. Is there anything you can do to help them? Before the Civil War, I was a student. The others were officials of some sort, I think. Heh, even after all this time together, we hardly know the first thing about each other. What I do know is this: we're Garleans. When times are hard, we stick together, no matter what. Hmm, that doesn't sound ominous or anything. Hmm. And that also seems ominous. Okay, nothing to say. I can feel my fingers again. All's well, with food in my belly and a song in my heart. What I need most is a decent meal. We've food back at the camp, but there's a distance to consider. I can treat their frostbite and their wounds, but it'll take time for the fire to do its work. Now would be a good occasion to make use of Emeline's tinctures, the ones that can warm the body from the inside out, which makes sure everyone gets one. If there's something that can be said for Lord Emmeline, is not one to leave others at the mercy of the cold. Of course, being a man of Quartus, I'm sure he is more aware than most of its dangers, but I sense that's not the only reason. Ever since the warm welcome we received at Camp Dragonhead, the hospitality he and his brothers have afforded us has been nothing short of exemplary. Perhaps they aspire to live up to the example set by Lord Edmund. Ah, or someone else. The numbness is beginning to subside, though I suspect once the fire dies it will return with a vengeance. Could be. Being gifts from the notoriously unreliable Emmeline, it is highly doubtful this concussion will have the intended effect. If only there are willing and, more importantly, unwitting volunteers on whom to test it. Well, that's a bit odd. Warming tincture? I've never heard of such a thing. No harm in trying. But tell me, have you heard out of the city? Though calling it seems absurd after what's happened. It's nothing but ruins now. The few buildings still standing offer no more than meager protection from wind and snow. Food production, water purification, the magic that sustained us has come to a grinding halt. What machina that remains operational cannot be run for the lack of ceruleum. Of course, Cerulean Ingens is full of the stuff. For all the good it does us, no one here knows the first thing about extraction or refinement. Many of our ancestors succumbed to the bitter cold when first they came to these lands, much as we are now. But with discipline and order, any obstacle can be overcome. When every man knows his duty and is held to account if he shrinks it. Without a hierarchy, this is what we are reduced to. All is well. Yes, never better. Hmm. Oh, what sweet libation is this? Is it poison by any chance? Aha, it was a joke, a joke. Aha, ha, 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 ha. If I lot 'tis that I may not weep, so said the poet, and alas, my tears would freeze on my cheek ere they fell. We are the blessed damned to bear witness to the fall of the great empire, while our brethren lie dead, or live on as puppets of flesh. First came the war, then came the roar, when morning came, Garlemald was no more. In a cacophony of gunfire, explosions and screams was our beloved capital razed to the ground. From the rubble rose the dishevelled remnants, their lavish finery caked in ash as they shuffled mindlessly towards the palace, each bearing a fragment of stone or metal, an offering, perhaps, to the architect of our destruction. A hopeful few tried to reason with the deranged, only to be beaten for their kindness. But I knew better than to plead with the horde. I fled with my health, if not my conscience, pre- preserved. Now I wait with my fellow cowards for our final judgment. If you listen very carefully, you can hear it, the sound of my stomach eating itself. Would that it could devour my soul. No. What do you want? Yeah, just tincture. Just something to warm up. Hmm? A tincture? May as well drink it, I suppose. Yeah, you can drink it. It won't kill you. Hmm. This? It's a radio. You don't have them where you come from, I take it? You use them to listen to messages sent by others, even over great distances. Hmm. There are different types, but this model is by far the most popular. Made with quality components crafted with the finest ore, sourced from Locos Amoinos, it is. Hmm. Not all that useful since the capital fell into ruin. The people at the broadcasting station must have either fled or ended up like all the others. Because all we've been hearing is the same music being played over and over and over again. Home beyond the horizon, an ode to the brave men and women sent to reclaim our ancestral homeland of Locos Amoenos. We may have founded an empire in these frozen wastes, but we always hoped to take back what was once ours. 'Tis a solemn reminder that though we must suffer great hardship, better days will surely come. Despite everything, I believe that Emperor Varys yet lives, and that he speaks to us through our radios. Uh, what? It was a cunning strategy. Faking his murder, he must have foreseen this catastrophe, and chosen to conceal himself, that he may one day make his triumphant return. Hm, reminds me of some stories about a certain some certain leaders in our past history. Yes, yes, I'm sure of it. Emperor Varys would not be defeated so easily. Bit strange. I have faith you will deliver us from this madness, your radiance. By your grace shall Garlemald be reborn. Hmm, anything? No, nothing else. So we only have to go give it back to Licinia. Hello? What's that? Something to keep you warm, or to warm you up. So, this is what you gave the others? Thank you. I'll save it for later. Uh-huh. So much trust. Actually, I have a few things to ask you. Are you part of the group staying in the Laterum? I saw Legatus Virgilius troops heading towards the Magna Glacis a few days ago. Are they the ones you encountered? Yeah, pretty much. Camp Broken Glass, you call it. And Virgilia and her men are there now. So, how did you reach the Magna Glacis? Did you cross the mountains on foot? Why do you care? Airships. Then there might be a way to. Licinia? Where is everyone? Is something the matter? Well, that's some terrible cover-up. A voice from inside, you say? You must be imagining things. Everyone's out here! Perhaps a baby Almasty has found its way into the house. It wouldn't be the first time. Yeah, a baby Almasty actually talks and you like a human, right? Without the soldiers to scare them off, wild animals have been roaming closer to the settlements. Some have been known to attack people too. I've just had an idea. If you and yours are strong enough to defeat the Legatus, then surely a few beasts shouldn't pose a threat. If you have a mind to continue helping us, perhaps you could head to the other side of the lake. There's a small group of tappers living there. People whose job was to extract ceruleum. They still do, from what we can tell. I've already tried asking if they would share their fuel with us, but they're not willing to give it away. They want food in exchange, lots of food, and that's something we don't have and can't get on our own. On top of that, to even reach there then, we'd have to make our way past all those creatures. Would you be willing to go in our place? We only need enough ceruleum to last until the others are strong enough to travel to our camp. If the offer still stands, that is. Oh, and I don't expect you to give up your own supplies. But there might be another way to pay the tappers. If it's ceruleum you need, then ceruleum you shall have. You'd best watch out for baby Almasties while we're away. Yeah, this is the one. Ah, yes, of course. If I see any, I'll be sure to shoo them away. Yeah. To reach Steppers then, you'll have to cross the lake. The ice is thick enough to support a person's weight. But if you'd rather not take the risk, you'll need to take the long way around. Finding the entrance can be a bit tricky too, so it's easier to just look for someone standing guard outside. However you decide to head there, please be careful. Still not too sure what these guys are up to. I'm not sure what else the tappers might need besides provisions, though I dare say they are capable fighters like yourself can offer them other forms of compensation. Calling dangerous beasts, that sort of thing. Let's see if Alphinaud and whatnot have anything else to tell us. Ah, okay. Okay, fellas. I'm going over there to try and grab some ceruleum. Just be careful around those fellas. I don't trust them. And I think there is... yeah, there is one other current here. Well, here on top of the tubes. So that's what we're getting now. God, it was so worth it to farm those fates. This would have taken ages if I didn't have the increased movement speed. Thank God. I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I did think it was here. Alright, either currents. Then we need to head off that way. I think that's the den we want. Southwest? I'll get it later. think it's right there on that corner if I'm not mistaken. But well, not exactly a corner, but you know. Oh, there's actually one here. This one I didn't remember. Thank God it was in plain sight. Else I would probably have forgotten it. Oh. We have some hunts here, so I'm just gonna do that. Just midway. Just a small detour. Just a small change of pace. You can see denser gameplay, I guess. We just pretty much got right into burst phase, which is a technical step. Okay, you're dead. Let me step on you. There. I think that's it. Yeah. That's it. Alright. Who goes there? How did you find us? What do you mean, I stand out like a sore thumb? If the purebloods of our victory spoils haven't given away our location, you'd never have found us. Those stuck-up arseholes. Though they thought they could come waltzing in here demanding cerulean with nothing to offer in return. Ha! Looks like the boot's on the other foot now. The capital's gone to shite. So they've resorted to selling you to negotiate? I know your game, sellsword. If they think we've given in to intimidation, they've another think coming. Another think? I think that's thing coming. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, so you guys want to do it the hard way. Okay, we can do it like that. The hard way we go. Okay. Stop! Please, consider me intimidated. Yeah, I thought so. There you are. Oh, why are you here, Alize? Just after you left, Licinia asked me to go and catch up with you, in case you needed a hand. Someone must have let slip that I have a little experience in transporting barrels of ceruleum. Alright, there was something about that. I think it was back in Realm Reborn? That was ages ago. So this is Tepper's Den. Well then, after you. Yeah, I don't really think it was a good idea to leave Alphinaud all alone. You know how trusting he can be with people. Who are you? What happened to the guards? Well, I kinda trashed them. Yours and rebels here to save the people of Garlemald. That doesn't make any goddamn sense. Why in the hell would you pass up this chance to put those Imperial bastards to the sword? Let me guess, none of you are Garlean? You were brought here from other lands? Pretty much. Girabania, Yanxia, Bozja, Dalmacia, to name but a few. Some dragged here against our will, others fed bullocks about a better life. All put to work extracting ceruleum. All given the esteemed title of Anne, placing us firmly in the bottom rung of the ladder. But the old hierarchy means nothing to the new Garlemald, says we. About the only thing that escapes more or less unscathed is Cerulia Ingens, still sustaining us, even with our paymasters out of the picture. We hear you're experts in drawing up ceruleum from the bottom of the lake. But how can you do that if it's frozen over? Wouldn't you like to know? Trade secrets, I'm afraid. At any rate, it's not as if ceruleum is used for much these days. What with the city in ruins, we take enough to power our heaters and save the surplus for later. And though it helps stave off the cold, it does sort about our anger, unless you can trade it away. Speaking of which, be sure to tell your contingent we've got ceruleum by the barrelful. If they're interested, we'll exchange it for whatever provisions you're willing to spare. Or they're willing to spare. We can certainly ask, but if you're all free to go now, why carry on living here? Free to go? Go where? Even if we managed to get back to our homelands, there'd be nothing left for us, thanks to the Empire. And the knowledge and skills we acquired working here would be practically useless outside of Garlemald. So we're staying for the time being. Long as there's a need for ceruleum, we'll find a way to get by, even if Garlemald, as we knew it, is gone for good. Gone for good. So let's talk about some people, I guess. Jarek. If you're wondering why we post guards outside, it's because we've had trouble with other refugees. And I envy the ones at Victor Spoils. Some of them come bearing weapons and won't take no for an answer. As for the two guards you met on the way in, I'll tell them that we've discussed what we've discussed. Once they've recovered from all the beating you gave them, come to think of it, maybe you should ask your contingent to send some vengeance as an healing balm. Could be useful, could be useful. Aliva, how the bloody hell did you find us here? And who are you? Okay. Aelard. Come here from across the ice fields, didn't you? Then we better hope you weren't followed by any of them crazed soldiers, or we're done for. Okay, guess that's it. Regardless of what the Ilsabard contingent does for the people of Garlemald, the Empire itself is already a thing of the past. For many, that would be a cause for celebration, while for others, their whole way of life will have been turned upside down. After all the atrocities committed in the Empire's name, perhaps it is for the best that it's consigned to history. But what of the ordinary people? Their lives, their stories, should they be forgotten too? I suppose there will be plenty of time to ponder that later. For now, let's see about getting some ceruleum. The fire we built at Victor's Spoils won't last forever, and it's too dangerous for Licinia and the others to search for more kindling. If you can get them some ceruleum, that will be one less thing for them to worry about. For a time at least. Yeah, I guess. Jarek is amenable to making a deal at the end of the trail. So you've come seeking ceruleum, have you? What? Those purebloods up at Victor's Spoils sent you? To turn to their enemies for help. They must be more desperate than I thought. Then again, Licinia's got her little sister to think about. A sister? But we only saw Licinia and 3 men. It's possible she died from whatever was ailing her. If she needed treatment, I doubt there'll be any way to get it around here. I may have refused Licinia at first, thinking she'd come back with something to exchange, but I can spare them a bottle's worth of ceruleum. Consider it a reward for introducing me to the rest of your contingent. Be sure to send them our way, you hear? Alright. I can't for the life of me think why Licinia would keep her sister a secret from us. But we can ask about that after we've delivered the ceruleum. Come on, let's hurry back. I don't know the details, but she mentioned that sister 3 years her junior who's in poor health. That being the case, I thought her people would be willing to cough up some supplies in exchange for ceruleum. But maybe they didn't have anything after all. Yeah, maybe. So we need to head up there. Bam, 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 bam. This will be a short stream though, as it's weekend and I want to play with some folks. So just doing a quick stream, a small video. Just a little bit every day. At least. Maybe later I might stream a little more. And keep on doing the MSQ. Oh, so Eliza is here. This isn't right. It's too quiet. I would have thought Alphinaud would still be treating them by the fire, but they're nowhere to be seen. I look inside the house while you search outside. They can't have gone far. You're going inside the house? Oh, that's a lot. Oh. What happened here? Huh, damn it. Damn it all. Did you guys get attacked by some beasts or something? They asked me to help carry supplies, but when I followed them back here, they attacked me. Caught me off guard, forced me to defend myself. I fear they fared rather worse than me. You can't fool us. We know what you're about. Vultures, that's what you are. Waiting in the wings for us to show weakness, and then you swoop. Here to help? What a rot. I'll apply to make us lower our guard. Yeah, it's a ploy. It's not like we would have much difficulty killing you all. Let you in, put ourselves at your mercy, put us in chains, steal our lands, get your revenge. Yeah. Well, we could put you in chains, that's true. Stealing your land, your barren land, pretty much. And get our revenge, sure. You're wrong. That's not what any of us want. True. Save the arguments for later. We've got bigger problems. I found empty medicine bottles in a bed that was still warm. It's true, Lucinia was hiding her sick sister inside the house. But now there's no sign of either of them. Where are they? Where did they go? Away from you and yours. And if you think I'll tell you, you're a fool. I'd never give up my people. We're trying to help them, you idiot. Her sister's ill. The empty bottles prove it, so the medicine ran out. Or she put it in her pockets to make it easier to carry. Or to avoid the sound of clinking glass. There are beasts everywhere. How could you let them go alone? To protect them from you. That's how much they trust you. Or us. You invade our homeland, tainted with the same sorcery you used to say our countrymen. A Garlean should sooner die than suffer the insult. Better for them to flee, keep their purity intact, than be corrupted by our vile magics. We were waiting for a chance to free them, since the moment you arrived. Well, these people are brainwashed. This is getting us nowhere. I cannot say how Lucine and their sister will react when we find them, but find them we must. Go on without me, both of you. I first need to tend to my injuries and theirs. I will join you in the search after. Alright. Be careful. Yeah. That sounds like a good idea. So it makes perfect sense. Leave the injured fellow with the other injured fellows who just attacked him. We'll do our best to find him quickly. That sounds like the best idea. There's only one path out of here, so that's where we'll start. So let's see. Rob us of our lands, rob us of our pride. No, no, I'll not allow it. But better to die free than live in servitude and shame. The girls, the girls say the same. Yeah, this was the other guy who was talking about the Emperor and whatnot. So yeah, it's probably not right in the head. I will follow as soon as I can, after I've given them some basic treatment. I'll take the man inside the house and use a light sleeping enchantment to help them rest. And ensure they don't cause any more trouble. I'm sorry, but this is something I must do. Yeah, it sounds like putting him to sleep is a good idea. Seems like something... Seems like a safe thing to do. 2 sets of fresh footprints. Young woman, judging from the size. This is definitely them. Come on. Okay, let's go, Lizzie. So off we go. After Alizai. Whoopidoo. Whoopidoo. Yeah, we managed to. Nice. Zipper up here. But I need to head over there, apparently. Well, that's a ugly monster. The trail stops at the frozen lake. Perhaps they chose this route as to not leave footprints. I can't think of any other reason. Look at this place. It's crawling with beasts, and I can only imagine how hard it must be for her ailing sister to cross the ice. We could really do with Alphinaud's help, but we can't afford to wait for him. Let's split up and look for clues. Yeah, I'm pretty sure where they are. Not too sure where the clues are though. Oh, there's a clue there. No, leave me alone. The wet paper half buried in the snow appears to be a flyer to our theater group, although the run of shows advertised has long since ended. Okay, so not here, so let's go further down. See if we can find any clues down there. Yeah, fresh blood. Okay, this should be the clue we want. Wow. Takes so long to look at the pile of blood. A pile. A smear of blood. The blood staining the snow appears to be fresh. Judging by the amount, the victim may have been severely wounded. The trail of blood leads eastwards. I was under the impression there would be one here. Apparently not. Well, not really unexpected. God, people are dumb sometimes. It's actually a bit sad. The 2 bodies are already cold. The poor twins. She was actually quite big. I was expecting her to be smaller. The sister, I mean. And they brought the radio. Why did they bring the radio though? Oh look, Alphinaud is here as well. Oof. That will be hard. On them.
Blood trail. We found one. They were attacked.
Yeah.
No. Why? Why wouldn't they? Safer to brave the wilds than trust in our magic.
Or in you.
We should have. I should have.
What should have you done? What could
We
have you
can't
done?
leave them like this. We have to take them home.
Fair.
What if we're only making it worse?
Maybe we don't belong here, but neither do they. Not out here in the wind and the cold.
Yeah, true. At least give them a proper burial. At least that.
I heard the story about Varus's voice from beyond the grave. Of course, I didn't believe it, but Licinia and her sister did. Perhaps there is something to the tale after all. I want to understand. So I'm going to borrow this for a while, if that's all right. You had every reason not to trust us. We came as trespassers, invaders. But I pray that in time, we will be more than that to you. That we will find a way to help your loved ones. And see that no more children are left to freeze alone in the snow.
It's tough. Okay, let's talk. Nothing to say. There must have been something we could have done. But what? Should we have never come here? Would they still be alive if we hadn't? Well, maybe one of them. If only we'd had a chance to talk things over, but it's too late now. Too late by far. A way forward. Alphinaud's resolve may be shaken, but he has not forgotten his duty. You have already caused enough harm here. Let us return to the camp before we cause any more. As for those inside the house, we should send someone to take care of them. Someone who isn't us. All we can do now, for now, is to make our report to Lucia and do everything in our power to prevent further tragedy. Hey, we actually could have gotten that other garle-mauled fella. So let us linger here no more. Come. Okay. So I'm just gonna end the stream here. And then this will become a video by itself. Mostly because it doesn't make much sense to keep on going. Since I will only be able to continue for a little bit more. Seems like a good place to stop. So, well, I hope you guys are enjoying the story. And if you can always watch the rest of it back on YouTube, if it's not here on Twitch. And, well, if you do like, please give a follow, give a like, sub, etc, etc. And thank you for watching. Bye bye.